What if every memory you have, every person you know, every sound you're hearing right now was fake? How will you know they are real? Let me reintroduce you to a quote you have heard countless times. I think, therefore I am. But what does it actually mean? To answer that, we have to go back to one of the oldest, deepest questions known to mankind. What is real? Over 400 years ago, a French philosopher named René Descartes, yes, it is pronounced as Descartes, even though the spelling is weird because, it's French.
Whoa, joke! That was a joke!
Descartes asked that question, what is real? And he took it to a whole new level. He did not just question politics or religion, he questioned everything. And we're not talking about conspiracy theories or secret societies. That's pretty tame for Descartes. He went straight to questioning himself, his senses, his memories, the world around him. If there was even the slightest chance that something could be false, he refused to accept it as a truth. Sounds insane, but Descartes wasn't trying to become a skeptic forever. He was trying to find one single truth, a truth that could survive even the most extreme of doubts and scrutiny. Imagine you're building the tallest skyscraper in the world. If the foundation is weak, the entire building will collapse. So, instead of patching cracks and trying desperately to make it work, Descartes went on a quest to demolish every single belief he had and rebuild his knowledge from scratch. This is called the Methodic doubt or Cartesian doubt. With this method equipped, he began by questioning his senses. After all, take your vision for example. Your eyes can easily fool you. Imagine you're driving on a hot day. You see water on the road, but as you get closer, the water simply vanished. Your eyes lied to you. Think of a magician. You know all his grand magic are mere tricks, not real. And yet, you get deceived every single time. So if your senses can deceive you even once, how can you trust him completely? Descartes took it a step further. He asked, have you ever had a dream where you woke up, only to wake up again? Maybe you're already having breakfast, and then you went out to the garden. Everything felt normal, but then you actually woke up again. You end up wondering if you are, right now, experiencing reality or yet another dream. If dreams can perfectly imitate life, what guarantees you the reality as we know it is not actually a more elaborate dream? Descartes imagined something even more terrifying. An all-powerful evil demon whose only goal was to deceive him. What if every sight, every sound, every memory, even mathematical fact was part of an elaborate illusion? At this point, it seems we have reached the end of the line, and it appears to be impossible to know anything beyond this. But Descartes noticed something extraordinary. Even if everything is fake, even if the world does not exist, even if an evil demon is deceiving him, at that instant, there must still be someone being deceived. This very act of doubting proves that there is a mind doing this act of doubting. And that led him to one conclusion that no amount of skepticism could destroy. Cogito ergo sum. I think, therefore I am. He could not prove the existence of the world. He could not prove other people existed. But he could prove that, at the very least, he existed as a thinking being. That single realization became the foundation of modern philosophy. Today, René Descartes is widely considered to be the father of modern philosophy. But as a modern man, how do we use this method? We do not have to imagine an evil demon, because at this point of the century, we have misinformation, deepfakes, AI-generated images, edited videos. Every day, thousands of creators compete to grab our attention. We have to be extra careful so that we do not fall victim to false information. Because believing something only because it looks real is not enough. So how do you doubt like a pro? Don't doubt for the sake of being cynical. Instead, you should doubt to remove weak assumptions. Question your beliefs. Challenge what seems obvious. Think of something you have always taken for granted and ask yourself this. Is this really the truth? Even if your previous outlook does not change, you would still have gained something valuable. You would now understand why it is the truth. If you have realized something new, share it with me in the comments. When any new information comes up, you should keep asking yourself this: how do I know this is true? Because the strongest truths are the ones that survived your greatest doubts.